Hi, everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Twist. On today's episode, we are going to be making some quick and easy yogurt cake. You're all welcome. And if this is your first time stumbling on my video, my name is Chanazi, and here we work as a family. We cook and eat together as family. So pull your chair and let's do this together. We just twist the little things my mom showed me in her beautiful, beautiful traditional kitchen. So let's get started right away. So let's start by getting a quick look at all the ingredients that we are going to be using. So we are going to be using 2 teaspoons of vanilla powder, 1 cup of oil, 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm using the pink Himalaya salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 cup of sugar, 4 eggs at room temperature. Always make sure your eggs are at room temperature. 4 cups of all-purpose flour and 2 cups of plain yogurt. So without wasting much time, let's start mixing our cake. Now in a clean bowl, we're going to go ahead and add in our sugar, salt, oil, and our fresh eggs. Now, if you're very high on sugar, if you're a sweet tooth person, you can go ahead and add in more sugar, right? So yeah, you can put 2 cups of sugar depending on your tooth. All right, so we're just gonna whisk everything until it is nicely combined. Everything is beautifully combined, and we're gonna go in with our yogurt. Just add in your yogurt and continue whisking. So just whisk like so, and then it's time to add in our flour. But we're just going to set this aside and sieve our flour with our other dry ingredients. So in a sieve, we're just going to add our flour and also add in our baking powder. Yes, we're adding in our baking powder. Just sieve everything. Always make sure you sieve your flour. Once you've done that, then start adding in gradually into your um, base, right? So we're just adding it gradually in our base. Just add and mix gently. So I started by using my spatula because I didn't want to make a mess with the mixer, right? So once I made sure that the flour was completely soaked in the base, I went ahead and used the mixer to mix everything nicely until I had a smooth and beautiful consistency. And then I went ahead to transfer it into my baking bowl or my baking dish. So just whisk everything nicely, just mix it beautifully, and then it's time to put in your oven. Now make sure your oven is lit before you start baking your cake. So I lit my oven beforehand, and at this stage our oven is very, very hot. It's hot and good enough for baking, right? So I just transfer everything into my baking bowl and making sure that I had oiled my baking bowl beforehand. And then I'll just go ahead and transfer everything into the oven, and I'll let it bake for 25 to 40 minutes. So our cake has been baking for about 40 minutes at 250 degrees, and this is what the end result looks like. So we're just gonna let it sit for a few minutes, let it cool down a little bit for a few minutes, and then you take it out of your baking dish. All right. And then now it's just time to curd and then see how moist and fluffy our yogurt cake came out. It was so delicious, guys. I enjoyed it with some tea. It was really lovely. And with tea, you do not need to add any sugar because the cake is already sweet. All right, guys. So, yeah. So let's look at it. Just look at what it looks like. Look at how moist it is. Just give this a try and let us know in the comment section how it turned out. On that note, I'll see you in the next one. But before then, let's remember to be nice to people around us. Let's remember to be positive. Let's remember. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your love and support. Thanks so much for your time. And I really, really appreciate you all. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.